the same rate as black
Let's back up. Do you feel let me ask that question again. Do you feel that there is an attack on black men because
men.
of what happened with Bill Cosby in the process of buying NBC? His son gets murdered. He still moves in the deal to buy NBC. Then all the charges came against him, and then he gets put in jail. And then there's no purchase of NBC. Do you feel we have the Diddy, we have the Shannon Sharpe, we have the R. Kelly? Do you feel that society feels, oh my gosh, they're getting too big for their pants?
Well, it's not society, it's the powers that be. You know, you and I always talk about there are the people that we see that are rich and famous, and then there's the people that we don't see that have generational wealth, like for 4, 5, 6, 7 generations since the founding of this country that we don't know about.
True.
Right. And what I was saying is two things can be true at once. There can be an attack on rich black men, let's say like Bill Cosby, and those black men could also be doing horrible, horrendous, nefarious things to people. Two things can be true at once. Because I was saying, like, the Bill Cosby issue, you know, like, it dated back for decades. He didn't just all of a sudden start drugging and raping women. Like,
That's true. Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
industry
You're right.
has known about this for decades. My question is, why does it take decades for these men to be held accountable? R. Kelly, Epstein. I mean, Epstein's not black, but
Yeah, yeah.
people aren't held.
Weinstein,
People
Harvey
know
Weinstein.
who these rich, powerful men are and what they do and how they harm women and children. And nobody,
So do you think it's something
nobody.
bigger, like they reneged on being involved in some big deal or
Yeah,
something big, and it's like, we'll find you, we'll get you later. Yeah,
yeah.
no, you're not going to play a part in
I
this.
mean, and it's just like, once again, like I said earlier, these people are not like us. Like, they have so much money. There's so much there's probably 99.9% of things that you, me, and the listeners, the average public, will never see and never know. Right? Everything is business, everything is power,
Yeah,
everything is money.
it's
This
like
is
you can
just,
make so much, but you're gonna have to you're gonna have to pay the piper. So
you
it's
know,
almost
what I say, everybody always has a boss. You think
yeah.
someone is rich and famous, and I say they have a boss. There are very few people in this country and in this world that don't have to answer to someone. And even, let's take Elon Musk, richest man in the world. He still has to answer to his board. He still has to answer to the public because it impacts the money that he makes.
Which is why he stepped back from Doge and everything, because he was losing money. The stock was plummeting, and all the things was happening to his brand. So
Right.
he has stepped down. Yeah, true. Well, I mean, but when you
Power
look
is
at
not
it,
in a vacuum.
you look at it like everybody has a boss, and oh, you can't. You got to be careful. You got to pay the piper. You can't climb too high. You're going to get brought down. But you look at how much Tyler Perry owns. His
Yeah.
story is just one in a million.
1 in a billion, probably.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
guarantee you, Tyler Perry, as a black man in America, still has a boss.
Yeah.
I'm sure he has investors. I'm sure.
So you're thinking maybe he's been great because he's paying the piper. Like, he's seen as he's owning up all, he's giving all this opportunities to black actors and actresses,
And he is.
producers and editors. He's giving all this business, but he's paying the piper somewhere else that we don't know to allow
We all
him
do.
to occupy that platform.
We all do. It's just there, as Kendrick Lamar says, there's levels to this ish. There's
Mhm.
levels. You have a boss. I have a boss. And then you get to someone that's a multimillionaire. They have people that they answer to. Then you get to people that are billionaires. They have there's levels to this
Because it
ish.
has to be more to how, if Harvey Weinstein has been always doing this, Jeffrey Epstein has always been doing this. Um, why now or then? Because,
Yeah,
both men have been,
that's
uh,
called critical thinking. Why now? We'll
what,
never know. We will never know.
but it has to be some business, something blew them up and out.
Totally. Because it's been kept secret all this time. They're rich, powerful men that from the beginning of time, we'll just talk about to this country, that have always done horrendous things. Our founding fathers were human traffickers. They owned people. They
Right.
own people, but they are still lauded as amazing, wonderful humanitarians.
Good point. I just thought
You
it
know
food for,
why? Because they have money and power.
yeah, I just thought food for thought, when you see
Yeah.
the, powerful, high profile, men come down. It's just interesting to critically think about what's happening.
Right.
Yeah.
Because even those powerful men, like I said, they answer to somebody. That somebody might not even be in this country, because there's powerful people all around the world that give money to folks in the US to do what they need them to do so they can have power.
Good
I'm
point.
not,
Yeah.
it is what it is. Like we have been taught to go to school, get a job, and work hard, and work hard and be kind to people and do the best. That thinking is for us peasants, myself
Mm.
included. There are people that don't think that. They're not like, oh, let me treat my neighbor like the golden rule. Let me treat my neighbor like I treat myself. Let me be a good moral person. Let me work hard. That that rule is for us, the peasants, the 99%. That is not for the Saudi princes, for the oil sheiks in Dubai, for the people that
Um,
run our government and our major industries.
well, from
They
one peasant to another, thank you for that.